Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, great to be back.
Today we're going to tackle a figure who I think is often overlooked, but like super fascinating once you kind of peel back the layers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're talking about the white dragon horse from Journey to the West.
Classic.
Journey to the West, it's like one of those stories that's got it all, action, adventure, magic.
Monkey King, of course.
Oh yeah, can't forget the Monkey King. But everyone always talks about the Monkey King, Pigsy, Sandy.
Right.
But we're going deep on the white dragon horse today. We've got some really interesting excerpts here that give us some insights into his background, his symbolism.
It's really a story about transformation.
Okay, so transformation, huh?
That's
Well,
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. This character starts out as Lie, the third son of the Dragon King of the West Sea.
Whoa, hold on. Dragon King of the West Sea. So like royalty.
Exactly. Powerful lineage. Lives in a palace under the sea, the whole 9 yards.
Man, talk about starting at the top.
But here's where things get kind of messy.
Uh,
Lie ends up burning his father's pearl.
Wait, his dad's pearl. Like what kind of pearl are we talking about here?
This is no ordinary pearl. It's like a magical cosmic pearl, super important to the Dragon King and like the whole balance of the universe.
Okay, so this is a big deal. He really messed up.
Yeah, majorly. He gets punished by heaven, basically stripped of his rank and power. Talk about a fall from grace, right?
Yeah, that's got to be rough. So how does a disgraced dragon prince become a horse?
Well, this is where Guanyin, the Bodhisattva of mercy, enters the picture.
I'm sensing a theme here. Redemption.
Bingo. She sees potential in Lie, right? Even though he made this huge mistake.
Everybody deserves a second chance.
Exactly. So Guanyin, she's like, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to become the steed for this monk, Xuanzang, who's going to India to retrieve Buddhist scriptures. It's a super important mission.
Ah, the famous pilgrimage. Xuanzang, he's like the Frodo of this story, right?
Perfect analogy. So Alai's got to help Xuanzang on this epic journey.
So a dragon prince turned horse, helping a monk fetch some scriptures.
And it's not all smooth sailing either. Literally, there's this crazy scene where they get to the Flowing Sands River.
Okay, Flowing Sands River, I'm picturing it.
And suddenly this massive dragon bursts out of the water, blocking their way.
Wait, hold up. That's Aeolai, right? He's back to being a dragon.
Yep, full-on dragon mode, still wrestling with all his anger and resentment.
Man, this is way more intense than I thought.
Oh, yeah. Even Sun Wukong would have had a tough time with this.
So what happens? How does anybody get past a giant, angry dragon?
Guanyin steps in again. She lays down the law, basically tells Lie, look, this is your chance to make things right. Transform into the white dragon horse, help Xuanzang on his journey, and you'll find redemption.
Okay, so dragon to horse. That's a pretty drastic transformation, both physically and, like, symbolically, right?
Yep.
We always hear about the flashy characters in Journey to the West, like Sun Wukong with his crazy powers, or Pigsy and all his shenanigans.
Oh, yeah, they're hard to miss.
But the white dragon horse, he's like the quiet workhorse of the group. No pun intended.
He's the unsung hero, the steady, reliable one. Think about it. Sun Wukong might be fighting demons left and right, but who's carrying Xuanzang across mountains and deserts for, like, thousands of miles?
Yeah, that's got to be tough. Talk about dedication.
And loyalty, right. He never complains, never asks for recognition. He's just there, always for Xuanzang, through thick and thin.
Through 81 trials, if I remember correctly.
81 trials, all the way to India and back. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Why? Why would a powerful dragon prince choose this path? To be essentially a beast of burden.
I mean, it seems kind of passive, right? Doesn't really fit with the whole dragon image.
Right. And here's where the story gets really interesting. Because even though he's transformed into a horse, he still has his dragon abilities.
So interesting. So it's like hidden power.
Exactly. There's this one instance, they're captured by a demon who traps them in this magical net.
Sounds tricky.
Sun Wukong can't break free. Nobody can.
So who saves the day?
The white dragon horse. He uses his dragon strength, breathes fire, destroys the net, and gets everyone out.
Wow. See, I knew there was more to him than meets the eye.
He might not be seeking the limelight, but he's absolutely crucial to their success.
Okay, so we've got this dragon prince who messes up big time, gets a second chance, transforms into a horse, carries a monk across a continent, all while secretly retaining his dragon powers.
And all with unwavering loyalty and humility.
Okay, so what does it all mean? What does the white dragon horse really symbolize?
Well, on one level, he's a powerful symbol of loyalty. His devotion to Xuanzang and the mission is unwavering.
Yeah, the clue.
But there's also a dupper layer of humility, serving without seeking any recognition or reward.
Just quietly doing his duty.
And of course, perseverance. Enduring all those trials and tribulations without complaint, he's like the embodiment of these virtues.
It's a pretty inspiring message, honestly.
It is, isn't it? This idea that, even if you make a mistake, a huge mistake, you can still find redemption through your actions.
It's like a classic redemption arc.
Exactly. You can choose a different path, change your fate, become something better. It's a universal theme that resonates across cultures.
And, it makes you think. We all face challenges, right? We all have those moments where we have to dig deep, persevere, maybe even be the quiet support system for someone else.
And maybe, just maybe, in those moments, we discover our own hidden strengths, our own capacity for transformation.
This whole story, this whole journey, it's about teamwork, right?
Oh yeah, it's a classic team effort. And each character brings something different to the table. You've got the Monkey King with his wit and his fighting skills.
Easy with his appetite.
Yeah, you can't forget that. Sandy, always reliable, always there to lend a hand. And then you have the white dragon horse, the steady, unwavering foundation of the group.
Like they complement each other, balance each other out.
Exactly. It emphasizes this core value of Journey to the West, this idea of interdependence. We can't do it alone. We need each other. And by embracing our differences, supporting each other, we can achieve incredible things.
Wow. Well, we've certainly come a long way today, haven't we? From a rebellious dragon prince to the embodiment of loyalty, humility, and redemption.
It's a journey worth reflecting on.
Yeah. Makes you think, doesn't it? How can we embody those qualities, those white dragon horse qualities, in our own lives?
That's a great question, and I think that's something each of us needs to figure out for ourselves. But the story of Journey to the West, and especially the story of the white dragon horse, can offer some guidance.
So, to all our listeners out there, if you haven't already, I highly recommend checking out Journey to the West. It's full of adventure, wisdom, and these amazing characters that you can learn so much from.
Yeah, it's a classic for a reason.
And that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.